This week we're going to take a look at Colorado against Utah in an emphatic win against a team that preseason was picked to win the Big 12. So a huge win, going 8-2 so far in the season. Tied with BYU for first in the Big 12 since they lost last night to Kansas. But the very first thing we want to look at is the defense. Now, offense obviously gets all the love, but defense played really well. And right here on this one, just looking at a quick sack early in the game, Utah got a turnover, and we'll see that turnover as well. But right here, as you see it, Utah's trying to run this rub route. They motion a guy in, motion back out. He's going to the flats. This is a great job here by DB staying with this motion. And then also, really, if you're looking at it, the front just dominates right here. This defensive end runs through 71 right here. You see, just like a bowling pin, just throws him down, and then also is able to finish the quarterback, and everybody's converging right here. This is a really good play by Arden Walker right here, 53. Defensive end just absolutely runs through. I think this tackle's a little bit late off the football, but either way, Warren Sapp has those dudes dominating right there, runs through a tackle and finishes the quarterback. Everybody's playing fast. Of course, it's on a 3rd and goal. Holds Utah to a field goal. That was a huge part, especially early in this game. Utah was kicking field goals in the red zone. Colorado was stopping them, not letting them get to the end zone, and Colorado was scoring touchdowns on their drive. So great play. Big sack there early in the game to keep Utah from scoring a touchdown here early. Another look here, just great pressure from Colorado's defense. And again, this is a great look here by Deion's corner. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys down on the line of scrimmage. You only got 6 guys to block. It's a 3-by-1 formation here, so you really only got 6 guys to block. So if they bring all 7, you're -1. But right here, they drop out 2, but they don't sort to the widest guy over here to the left, free rusher, and right there, running back was left. You see he was stepping up for this linebacker. Once he steps for this linebacker, he drops. Now you got a guy free right here. So again, great scheme here by Deion's coordinator. Robert Livingston drawing it up there, helping his guys get free. And on this one, just unabated to the quarterback. Big hit, gets the ball out. And this is late in the game. Up 42-24, 3 minutes left. It really puts this game away. And then big recovery there as well. Of course, Deion Sanders is the beneficiary of it. Comes scot-free. Great design again. Getting one of your players free at the quarterback, gets the ball out. Big recovery there as well. And that was just 1 of 4 turnovers that Colorado was able to force against Utah. And that was a big point of the game right there, 4th and 13, making a play. Now we're going to dive into some of the offensive schemes and some different situations of the game where Colorado really made some plays. And right here on this one, hey, see, this is a 3rd and 24. So if you can get this into a manageable situation, you might go for a 4th down, and we'll see that as well. But right here on this, you see it's like a double slant here at the top. And down here at the bottom, for some reason, it looks like they're blocking. I'm not really sure what's going on down here. But double slant, you see outside leverage. This DB drops outside of this inside receiver, who just puts his foot on the ground after the 3rd step. And Shooter just puts it on right there before that Mike can get there. Again, strong arm, great throw, easy catch right in stride. And now he's rolling this on a 3rd and 24. There's the sticks where you're trying to get to. Makes another guy miss. Trying to get vertical. Gets it within 5 yards. Makes it a manageable situation, especially down there around the 40. That is a huge play. And we'll see here in a second. That's a huge play in this game. But right there, making it close. Making it into a 4th and 5. Where it's kind of 50-50 whether you want to go for it or not. Right here, Colorado. Very next play, as you see. Motion in a little bit. You got 15 seconds left on the play clock, and they freeze it right here. So, boom, you see he claps. Linebacker, undisciplined, jumps across the line. They got 2 guys offsides, actually. They even get this defensive end to jump as well. So, right there, once they jump, great. Snap the ball. We got 5 yards right there at the very least, up there close to 1st down. And we're just running a fade right here, 1-on-1. And on this, now it just turns into our guy's better than your guy. And Colorado goes up and makes a play right here. Great catch. Really poorly played here by the DB. Really no power to try to knock that ball down. But great play and great adjustment to the football here by Will Shepard. I mean, had a really good game. 5 receptions, 71 yards, average 14.2 per with 2 touchdowns. Great job going to make a play. And again, it comes back down to the 3rd and 24 that they get about 19 yards on that slant. And then Utah being undisciplined. Obviously, Colorado's the more disciplined team, seemed like all day. Right there, Utah jumps off sides. Now we're just throwing a 1-on-1 to one of our better receivers. Too big of a moment there for number 9. Big play there for Will Shepard. Huge turn of events there for Colorado early in this game. Of course, Colorado is not known for their run game. Of course, this game wasn't much different, but they were able to bust a couple long runs. 37-yarder right here by Gustave. And on this one, it's just inside zone. Pretty heavy box here. They actually got 5, 6. So it's 6 on 6 if you're reading somebody right here on the outside. That's what they do. So it's just a mid-zone. They actually take 2 guys in this gap. Tackle's able to turn back. There's your read there into the C gap. Easy gash right there. Rolls through the B. They got 2 guys in the same gap. He's not able to get across his face hard enough to make that happen. But right there, too many guys in the same gap. Now, nobody left in the middle of the field because they're playing man-to-man on the outside. And now it just turns into athletes in space. See if we can outrun those guys to the end zone. And right here on this one, Colorado wins the race. Big touchdown here, going up 28-9. And again, like we talked about, Colorado scoring touchdowns every time they get a chance on their drives, and Utah was kicking field goals every single time. Great job by the defense, especially red zone defense, making things happen. But again, Utah being undisciplined, jumping out of their gaps. It's on a 1st and 10, probably assuming that it's going to be a pass. But right there, again, great run by Gustavo, making sure he finishes in the end zone. And Utah getting out of their gaps, putting 2 guys in the same gap on the outside, allowed that to be a big run. This view right here really shows it. And again, you can see inside linebackers going all the way outside to the C gap. Boom, filters through. Now we can just turn back. Nobody left in that B gap. Easy run through it. Now just playing with speed. Another huge touchdown there for Colorado, going up 28-9. I thought this was a really good read here by Shedeur and by really Colorado's offense. And you see kind of a funky look here. Utah's bringing a blitz, all that stuff. Great. We look like you're uncovered here to the slot receiver. Corner, he fills in right here. Shedeur's trying to throw it right here. He sees him work down to it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and reset. This outside receiver, you got a safety over the top, so really you don't want to just run vertical. He sees that and he just goes ahead and he sits down as well. So when that corner bumps down, now he pumps it. Now he just goes outside. Safety's playing way off over the top. Really good read there. Really good recognition by the receivers and by the quarterback right here on this one. So I think you're uncovered, going to throw the slot. And then he sees that corner firing into it. So I'm just going to reset, throw it outside on that vertical read. Another big play right there on 2nd and 5. Right here, a lot of stuff going on at an empty here for Colorado, and the option route right here to the bottom. That's really how a lot of teams are running this slot fade. But right here, you got a seam and a hitch. And kind of a weird look here from Utah's defense again. And on this one, guys are walked down. We were really trying to get to a one high look. That one high is getting over the top here. And Shedeur, as he snaps it, he sees rotation here. He's got a seam going. There's nobody here deep at all. Of course, this corner is probably going to try to midpoint this. Once he gets over the top of this outside linebacker, let that thing ride. Throw him through that window away from this corner who's outside leverage. He's trying to play over the top of number 1. Who's out here, he just runs a hitch. Way too much space here in the middle of the field. Nobody's getting depth. There's your window you're trying to throw through. Great timing and great ball to throw him away from that corner. The corner can't get enough of him to slow him down. And again, like it happened all night, just getting athletes out in space. Great throw and catch here. And then the strength. I mean, again, Colorado, they talk about those guys with speed and swagger and all that stuff, but they were the more disciplined team. They looked like the stronger, tougher team all night as well. And right there just ran through arm tackles, stiff-armed the guy to the ground, finished in the end zone. So again, Colorado's the real deal, guys. I mean, they out-disciplined Utah, who was thought to be the Big 12 favorite. Obviously, they had a tough year, but all the things that all the pundits would say, hey, Utah would be better at, they really weren't. And Colorado's been really impressive, and we'll keep diving into it. But right there, great recognition, good throwing catch, and then great job being tough, strong, through some contact, finishing in the end zone. This right here is a great play by Shedeur. And, of course, the progression on this one, you're faking the screen, going vertical. You got 3 guys over the top, corners deep. Now we're going to progress off to the Y cross. There's your Y cross that's coming all the way across the field, and you're really trying to throw through this window. But on this, if you're looking at it, this pocket is getting condensed. Utah is bringing a blitz, and everybody is getting pushed back into the face of Shedeur. And right here, as you see, he just keeps giving ground. He keeps giving ground right here off his back foot. All this is hip rotation. Boom, he rotates his hips and he flips his wrist, and this ball is just absolutely humming. This thing flies, and that's about a 30-yarder as far as in the air. Right on the money. Again, Utah's nowhere to be seen. I'm not sure what they're doing coverage-wise. They're rolling, trying to trap here with the backside safety. He's way over the top, and now there's nobody left in that window. Utah not just playing real sound defense. And then, of course, you got a guy, even when the pocket is getting condensed, and a guy in his face, he's able to make this throw. Another explosive play right there for Colorado. So I thought this was a great play by Shedeur to recognize it. Again, hey, fake the screen. If we don't like it, now we're getting to our Y cross. Throws off his back foot through the window. Nobody left. Really poor defense there by Utah as well. Of course, the theme of the night, or for most of it, was, hey, Colorado's going to score touchdowns and Utah's going to kick field goals. And right here on this one, again, Utah being aggressive. It's just an inside zone here. Too many guys in the same gap, and you see they are pushing back. The heels of this offensive line is just getting absolutely walked back, but they do get a body on a body, and the running back's able to find a way to get through. And that's Charlie. His one run of the night goes for a touchdown. So right there, great job. Put in a guy that's probably a short yardage guy, finds a way through and gets to the end zone, even though everybody's just getting absolutely walked back. You know, you'd love to be able to just mash people, but that's not really who Colorado is right now. But they got a body on a body, and running back finds a way, sneaks to the end zone right there on 1st and goal to really put this game away. And again, as you see, they're trying to double there out, trying to double there to there. He's blocking down to that gap. You got a fullback coming across. There are way too many guys over there. They got 2 extra guys. Quarterback's got to read one, but it's got to be a hand since there are 2 off the edge. And right there, just a hand. Just get it body on body. Even though he's getting mollywopped, he's at least square. And right there, everybody else gets taken care of. Running back slips through there. Big touchdown. So we saw a couple plays from the defense. Saw some offensive scheme stuff. And now we're going to look at just, hey, Colorado is not playing their best game at all. I mean, they've made some mistakes just like right here. It's early in the game. First drive, really first play. You see it's 14:59 left on the clock. And they throw an interception right to the defender. And, you know, I think this is the right read. Again, it's a wide cross. He's working across. He's trying to throw through that window. This is a great play here by the linebacker. You got to get off of it, possibly check it down out here. But Shadur ends up forcing this thing to the middle of the field. And you can see why. There's a ton of space here. Linebacker makes the play. But again, hey, Colorado's not playing their best game. And right here, this is a turnover early in the game. Gives Utah some momentum. Takes a little bit of that momentum out of the building. Everybody's psyched up, ready for this game. And very first play, throw an interception. Here's another look of just a play that, I mean, Colorado, again, they're not playing their best football. I mean, they're still dominating and winning games, but they're not playing their best football. They bust on this protection. So line's going to have 3 down and these 2 mics. And here's the running back who's got this guy. And running back just falls asleep. He runs into the back of his own guy. Should be sitting right here and just slide out, block this guy right here. But instead, just a 6-man pressure ends up hitting home right here for Utah and getting Sanders on the ground. But again, clean these things up, and they're going to be even a better team, even though they've been dominating these past couple weeks, winning by 2 or 3 scores against pretty good football teams. Another look here. Colorado just not playing clean football, not being perfect. And right here, Sanders, he's just backing up out of the pocket, loses the fumble, gives Utah the football right here in plus territory. And again, defense comes up big. I think they hold them to a field goal on this one. So again, just playing complementary football, they don't got to be perfect. They just got to go out there and they got to play their game. And right there, fumble, gave them the football. Close to the red zone right here on about 22, 23-yard line. So again, not trying to hate. I'm just trying to say, hey, these guys are winning football games and are number 17, probably going to move up this next week. And they still got some room to grow and get a lot better, even though they're playing well right now at really the big opportunities and the big times. That's what we're looking at here for Colorado in this game against Utah, is just how much more explosive they are than Utah. And right here on this one, punt return, ball's caught. And if you're looking at it, you've always got basically the kicker, you always got the snapper, whoever, straight vertical that should be trying to make you go side to side. You got to make him miss. Everybody else, this looks like a middle return. You see everybody's inside leverage. He's trying to catch up, get inside leverage of these defenders. And right here, once the ball is caught, you've got to make that guy miss. And then we've got to get vertical inside of all these blocks. And that's what happens right here. Again, inside leverage, inside leverage, inside leverage. We're just trying to wall those guys off. Now you're vertical. You're through that first line. And once you get through that first line, now it just turns into, hey, everybody turn, find a guy, and let's block, see what happens. Right here again, huge play. Colorado being much more explosive than Utah right here on this one. A great return by LeJontay Wester. I mean, this guy had a huge night. He had 10 receptions, and then he also had this punt return for a touchdown. Again, great job here. Fundamentally, Colorado being inside out. You got to make one guy miss. That's usually the snapper. He's probably not the best player in the world, so make him miss, and let's get vertical behind those dudes, and then it just turns into athletes finding a way to get into the end zone. Huge special team play there for Colorado. Of course, now you're just looking at the most explosive player in college football, Travis Hunter. And scheme-wise, it looks like they're running shallow sting. You got double post here. He's working across into this window. It's like fullback. He's checking. He's going to the flat, so you're getting a high-low there as well. But you see the voided area to replace those posts with that cross there by Travis Hunter. And there's the safety. There's the corner trying to converge. Throw it up to your guy. Man, you know he's going to make a play. Goes up high, points it. Gets thrown around like a rag doll. Comes down with it, playing with a little swagger there as well. I mean, obviously, Heisman front runner right now. Goes up again. Of course, Colorado, you say, hey, Travis Hunter, Shadur, those guys are big-time talents. And Travis Hunter, they're going to make their plays great. The rest of the guys did as well. And the other guys are extremely explosive. But unbelievable play here by Travis Hunter on that deep cross into that voided area. Another look of just somebody being much more explosive, better football player than you got on the other side. Just throwing his fade here to Will Shepard. You got Max Pro here. I think this is an 8-man protection and just a 1-man fade. So they just throw the ball up. Good throw and catch here. Out on that outside shoulder. Let him box him out. Big play here. Another touchdown here. Going up 21-6. They make it look easy. It's on a 1st and goal. Let's just go ahead and throw a fade. We know we're a better player there with Will Shepard. Great play. 1 foot down. That actually might be 2 feet down. Boom. 1, 2. Man, that's good in the NFL right there. So really good play. Great throw and catch. If you're throwing and catching those at a high percentage, you're going to be a really tough team to stop. Of course, we saw a punt return. We saw a fade ball. We saw Travis Hunter doing his thing. And, of course, Now Travis Hunter just on a simple reverse. They hand the ball off on the outside zone, they flip it back to Travis Hunter, and I mean, this is something that you see in middle school. So hand the ball off, flip it back to him. Now you just run in circles around the defense, diving into the end zone. I mean, again, get your best players the ball in space, see what happens. And right here, Utah had that thing dead to right. If you just stopped it, right, you'd be like, all right, man, we got it contained. We should have guys running inside out. But really don't matter when you got that good of a football player. He just makes everybody miss, gets to the end zone. Unbelievable play. Maybe a Heisman moment there for Travis Hunter. Surely people are going to wake up and see this guy is by far the best player in the country, doing it on offense and on defense. Had this big touchdown, had that other great reception. Of course, he had an interception as well on defense. So another huge win there for Colorado in this one against Utah. Just looking through the box score real quick. And right here, Utah, I mean, only lost by 2 first downs, but they also get dominated on scoreboard by 25 points. Third down efficiency, Colorado wasn't even very good right there. 3 of 11, so less than 30%. 2 of 2 on fourth downs, though, and that one fourth down was a big touchdown. So they did have some big plays there on fourth down. Outgained them 405 to 272, so that's a big advantage. Passing yards out through them by 100. You'd assume that Colorado would outpass Utah pretty substantially, but right here, the most intriguing part about it is rushing. I mean, 31 yards rushing for Utah. I mean, Colorado hadn't ran the ball hardly at all year, but 65 yards. 31 yards rushing on 30 attempts, so that's about a yard a carry. If Colorado's defense is holding people to a yard per carry, even a team that is known for running the football like Utah, they're doing a great job right there. Great job by the defensive coordinator, defensive staff. Then, of course, Colorado, again, they didn't play a perfect game. We saw that. They turned the ball over 3 times, but they also forced 4 turnovers. So the defense is able to make plays, hold them to field goals instead of touchdowns in the red zone. And that's the difference in the game right there, is Colorado scoring in the red zone, being more efficient. Both teams turned the ball over. Both teams really couldn't run the football. Colorado was much more explosive and finished in the end zone when they had opportunity to, and Utah didn't. With all that being said, it's been an awesome year so far for Colorado, and I'm really excited to see where this finishes. But make sure you click this video right here. Watch this video if you're still with us. YouTube thinks that you like that one, so watch this video next, and we'll see you guys again in the next one.